Matt, the Backyard Builder here. Well, we're doing a little bit of renovating in the concrete casting area. Not doing a whole lot of casting this summer. I want to try a few different things in here, make things a little more efficient. I've got a few ideas which I'll be going over in the next couple of weeks with you to try and improve the efficiency of a small area for your casting hobby. But today I'm actually repairing my fence. First off, apologies for the bad audio. It's kind of a breezy day today. There's not really much I can do about that, unfortunately, but I've shielded the camera as much as I can, so hopefully you don't hear too much of that wind blowing in the camera mic. Anyways, when we first bought this house a number of years back, I was fresh at the renovating and the home handyman thing, and we anxiously built our first fence, and we, needless to say, made a few mistakes along the way. I've got a problem with this gate here. Now this is a 10-foot wide gate, and it's supported on one little small post, and unfortunately that's not the way to do things, because the weight of the extremely heavy gate, extremely long, and it has kind of pulled the post over, and now I've got a problem whereas over on this side here everything's tight and leaning together, and you can hardly open the gate without a lot of force, and the whole posts are all leaning toward each other, and so we've got to do a little bit of straightening up and fixing that gate here. Now what I've got planned, I'm actually going to split the gate. I'm going to cut it off at this point right here and make it into a 7-foot gate and a 3-foot gate, and then I'm going to reinforce this side so that it can hold the weight of the 7-foot portion a little better. And then of course this side here with just a 3-foot gate should be okay, because that's a 4x6 and a 4x4, both sunk well into the ground, so it should be able to support the weight of a little 3-foot gate. And then we'll just have to put some kind of a locking mechanism to hold the two parts of the gate together in the middle. But I'll show you what I've got going so far. Okay, the very first thing I did was stick a couple of pins into the ground, and of course I got a little bit of a rock there to kind of hold things together. And then I strung a cable all the way up to the top of the post, and I've got a come along, and I'm using that to pull a lot of the weight back on that gate, and kind of pull those the posts together. Now I found that wasn't quite enough force to pull that post back enough, because up over here, just zoom in there, that had actually separated from that post about it was hanging away about 1.5 inches, and the whole fence section was falling away. But with the two come-alongs together, I've actually been able to put enough force to bring that back in tight. So now I'm just going to put a screw in there, a couple of 3.5-inch long wood screws, and sink them right into the post and get that held good and solid. And then I'm going to start doing some cross bracing to hold that section together. So now with that firmly screwed in place, the next thing I need to do is get some cross bracing in. Now the forces with the weight of the gate is to pull the top of this over. So what we need to do is put an X brace in this way and an X brace in here, so that the force pulling away from this post will actually be pushing into the frame here. So we're just going to measure this here, and we're 54 inches on the diagonal there, and well, things are probably going to be different, I'm suspecting. Pretty close, 53 3/4. So anyways, we're going to cut a couple of diagonals to go in here, and then we're going to install the cross braces, and that'll firm this up significantly. Now the way I've chosen to cut my bevels on the end, like you could just go complete 45 and not worry about it, and but the way I've chosen to do it is I've got 45 on each side of the board, and then this is going right into the corner of where the board and the cross brace goes. So, and it's gonna put equal pressure on both sides, and it'll just kind of lock itself and lodge there. So even without any screws, it'll have the full pressure on the board. Now, if you want to do this kind of a bevel, basically what you do is you measure from this point right here to the other end, and that is your distance between the two corners. And then to get the bevel, well, your board is 1.5 inches thick approximately, so 3/4 of an inch back at a 45-degree angle will get you right to the center. Okay, now to put this in, we've got a bit of an obstacle course here, but to put it in is rather easy, just like so, and there we go. Now, seam bottom, and that's tight, that's not going to go anywhere, and we'll just get our drill, and we'll put a couple of long 3.5-inch screws into each side here to get some pressure on the corner. Keep this one permanent here, and then what we're going to do, we're going to go to the outside of the fence, and we're actually going to put 1.5-inch screws along here, and that'll just give it more holding power. Okay, so now we've got our cross braces in place. Now, as an added bonus here, I'm going to actually install a 1x4, and just going to put it up in that corner and run it across diagonally and attach it everywhere along here, and that'll just give the post one more thing to pull against. And then now once that's in place, then I can take the come-alongs off the posts, and everything should hold, and I can now turn my attention onto the gate. Okay, so now that we've finished with the supporting the frame, next thing we need to do is split the gate. Now, first step to doing that is just take a hinge and attach it to the post on the other side of the gate. You're going to put your top and bottom posts in. Now, I've got a gap here of about 1 inch or so. I'm going to have to pull that into about 1/4 of an inch, but that's fine. That's good for now. What we're going to do is we're just going to attach the hinge for now, and we're just going to put a bolt or two or screw or two in on this side here. That's just going to hold it temporarily, because we're going to have to shim this up properly and pull it in. But this is good for now. We're just going to put a couple screws in the top and the bottom, and then we'll bring the gate in after we cut it. So anyways, I've got a hinge here, and same thing over on the other side now. It's kind of a weird way to have a gate, but I'm going to show you a neat little trick here. What we're going to do next, we're going to actually cut right here and cut right here, and we're going to immediately have a working gate, which is kind of nice, because if you need to abandon the project at that point for whatever reason, you know, weather changes, yeah, you got to go for dinner or whatever, then you can actually do so, and you've still got your yard enclosed. So we're just going to take our Sawzall and we're going to cut our gate apart. And instant gate. Voila! Now, this side can be adjusted as needed, and well, I'm going to put a couple new pieces on it to finish it up. This side here is all finished and ready for operation. I just got to do a little adjustment here. Now we just need to finish that that side. Okay, so I've got a piece of wood here to 2x4 to fit right in there. When I cut the gate out, I also cut 1.5 inches off in here so that this would fit nicely. And now it's just a matter of taking a couple screws and putting it in place. Okay, now with the framing complete in the gate, what we need to do now is adjust the hinge. So what we're going to do, I've got a 1/4 inch chunk of plywood here. We're just going to undo our one screw and lift the gate up to the point where it touches this shim, and then we're going to reinstall the screw in the new position. So. Ready, and we'll just, there we go. Okay. Up. And it's always handy at this point to have a friend help you if you can. How are we going to do this? There we go. Bit of a challenge, but we got her. And the bottom will be a lot easier because you got gravity working to your advantage there. Put the shim in place. And there we go. Just back that out. There we go. And that'll also give you now adjusting that hinge over there also gives you the necessary gap in between the two portions of the gate here, so that now Now the final step is going to be to reinstall this barrel bolt so we can hold the two halves of our gate together. And we've already drilled our hole through here, so we're just simply going to put this plate on first, and then we adjust and put the other side on. This, by the way, is just reusing the old hardware that used to keep the gate closed. So, come on, get in there. Anyways, after you've set your hardware up on this one side here, align the end of the bolt with the edge here, mark it off with a pin, and take it off. Take the bolt out and drill your hole, and now your gate closes and locks. Anyways, now that the gate's all fixed and everything, the last thing I need to do is put some new pickets on, which is ironically how this whole project got started. I noticed a few things were rotten and falling apart, so, and then I noticed the gate was sagging, and just one thing kind of led to another. So anyways, have a good day.